So in a container, I'm going to take an egg and crack it open. You're going to take Parmesan cheese. Hello, Josh. A cup of Parmesan cheese. This I will measure out, just so we know how many we need. This is to thicken up the spaghetti into a pie shell. So maybe a cup and a half. Oh, and some butter. Want to get me... Got real butter. I'm going to use about 1/4 of a stick of butter. I'd put this right in the microwave, if you want to do that, Josh, just so that butter can melt. Put it in for like 30 seconds, so just hit the stop button and it'll automatically do 30 seconds. Is it melted? Not really?
No.
Probably takes a while to melt. Put it in for another 30 seconds.
Maybe the Parmesan?
Maybe I probably should have melted the butter first. You want the butter either melted or softened, either one. Because that butter's going to melt anyway once it gets into the spaghetti, because the spaghetti's going to be hot. It's fine. As long as it's soft. You're going to make it like a paste.
It's funny, it's actually fixing your posture, that camera, because you keep checking it every time it's on, you stand up straight.
Well, it'll make me stand up straight and have good posture then. Bent over like an old lady. I can't hold myself up any longer. I've been slaving away cooking too long.
Imagine if that's what GoPro's intention was, like their back.
To straighten people's posture?
Yeah, their back making it. You know what I mean? Like, what'd you think? It was expensive for nothing?
We're not only a hobby, we're a health... we're in Health Connect.
That's what we gotta do, man. Cook,
okay.
Shit. We're cooking shit that kills people.
So this is all set. I'm gonna wait for that spaghetti to be done. Then I can show you what to do next. I think that's about it for now. I just gotta wait for the water to boil so I can cook the spaghetti.
Alright, so just hit the stop button on both, on top.
Spaghetti, we want to add some oil just so the spaghetti doesn't stick together, and a little bit of salt. Where is my salt? Oh, a little bit of salt, just for taste. Now I put the hamburger with the spaghetti sauce. You can add more spices to it if you want. Some thyme. Some parsley, which the last time I made that mistake of pouring that parsley out. And I put sage in everything. Everything. That is my That is my superpower, sage.
Sage. Did it again.
What?
I made another title screen, but it's the same movement you make in the first one, but I copied it again. I'm going from the boiling pot to you.
Oh. So we'll let that cook later on. I don't want to cook it now because it doesn't need to be hot yet. So then you're gonna take your spaghetti. They say not to break spaghetti in half because it loses its flavor or something. I don't know. That's something about that.
I've never heard that.
The reason I am gonna break it though, because it's easier to make the pie shell from broken spaghetti than whole spaghetti.
Jay the usual breaks his spaghetti because one time he choked on it while he was alone and he had to pull the entire spaghetti strand out of his throat. So hope that appetizes everybody.
Okay, so that should be enough. That should be enough. We're gonna let that cook. This isn't gonna take long because it's thin spaghetti. That's another reason why I pick thin spaghetti or angel hair, so that it's quick.
Like my mother's hair, but don't put hair in the food.
And I sprayed my hair with hairspray so it wouldn't fall out.
So if you taste hairspray, you know where it came from. Break time.
So once the spaghetti and the cheese and everything's mixed up and it's thick, I'm gonna put it into that pan. And that's when we're gonna form the pie shell with it. It's still kind of hot. So you can do it in a pie shell and make it like a pie. I want to do it so it's a bigger one, but push the spaghetti up to the sides. And the cheese and everything is binding that spaghetti together. Is that down enough? Okay, so that should be good. Want to get me the ricotta cheese on the door of the refrigerator? No, ricotta cheese. Right here. Oh, that's not full. We're going to use a full thing of ricotta cheese. Yeah. So I'm going to dump that whole thing of ricotta cheese right in there. And then I'm going to take a fork, mash it so that it's covering the whole bottom. No, but I'm gonna empty those potatoes. But I want to do one thing at a time so that people don't get confused between the recipes.
No, that's why I'm asking. You need to do anything, so let me know.
Okay, So you want the edges to show the spaghetti and the ricotta cheese to just be in the middle. Spread out as evenly as possible. And then you're going to take that spaghetti sauce with the hamburger. That should be all mixed up. And that goes right on top of the ricotta cheese. It's almost like a lasagna. But the point of the spaghetti with the Parmesan cheese and the egg, because once this is done, you'll be able to cut it like a piece of pie, and it'll stick together, because that spaghetti is the actual pie shell. Instead of making a regular pie shell, the spaghetti is the pie shell. Then you just take mozzarella cheese, sprinkle it on top, covering the hamburger. We love mozzarella cheese in this house. Cover that whole thing. Now you're going to put it in the oven and you're going to bake it on 365. Well, yeah, 365. And we're going to bake it for about 40 minutes. We'll check it. Okay, so now we are on to the fish chowder. So we've boiled those potatoes and some onions, but we're going to empty them now to get the starch out of them, so that there's not a lot of starch. Put them back in the pan. That's a lot of potatoes. You really need a bigger pot. Josh, wanna get me a bigger pot? Because this is gonna be a lot of fish chowder.
Let it can.
Oh yeah, that was good. Okay. So we are going to put it in the bigger pot. Pour some water. Actually, you want to get me some bottled water out there? Oh, I need one. We're going to put water in there. Some black pepper.
Want me to spin that so that way you can actually have it in proper angle?
That was fun. And just like a pie, it's right there. You can see the layers. And we will have Josh try that.
requirement.
Okay. Next thing we're gonna take out of the oven, we've had the bread pudding in the oven now for about an hour. Still cooking the fish chowder, thickening it up a little bit. I put a little bit of flour, a little bit more cream in it. The flour we did a little bit of water, made it like a paste, and added it to it. Just to thicken it up, added a little bit more cream and a little bit more thyme and black pepper. You can put crushed red pepper in here too to make it a little bit spicy. You think so? I'll put a little bit. Not a lot because
You need garlic?
no, you don't put garlic in this.
Mustard? A little bit. You have it wrong.
And the crushed red pepper that we put in is a wet one in a jar. Crushed red peppers. You can always add more to it later if you wanted it spicy, or even hot sauce. Some people would add hot sauce to it. Okay, we're gonna take. Morgan's sleeping, so she's not gonna eat that spaghetti pie right now. Put that in the oven because the oven is warm, so it'll stay warm. I'm actually going to put it back in the oven once I shut the oven off. We're just going to fatten Josh up. He's going to have some fish chowder. He's going to have that spaghetti pie. And maybe he'll try the bread pudding. Do you like bread pudding? You don't like raisins?
I mean, I'll try it, but
Now the bread pudding, how you test to see if it's done, just like a cake. Put a knife or a fork, nothing comes out. I like it a little more done in the I'll cook it a little bit longer because but you don't want it to dry out too much. Right now would be, I would probably eat it like that. I'll put it in a little bit longer. I was going to soak the raisins in rum because my friend gave me that idea, but
you raisin bran.
no, I have a bag of raisins. Oh, duh! I left it right over here. So we are going to break up that whole thing of bread. I'll find me the measuring cup in that second drawer. Yeah. Okay. So it's 2 pots water, 1 pot milk. So for every cup of milk we put in here, we're going to put a cup of water. Actually, I should use this water. Want to get some more water? Because you want that bread to be soaked. So we've done 1 cup of milk, 2 cups of water. Want to see how wet that is? Actually, you want to give me, how many loaves of bread do I have there?
Oh, wait, no.
think I want to do another loaf of bread. I'm going to make a big one.
That's good.
Open that up for me. I think I may only do half of that. You want to grab me bread and give it to me? Another cup of milk. Another 2 cups of water. I might need a little bit more bread. I don't know. Let's see how wet this is. Yeah, give me some more bread. Because you want it soaked, but yeah, that should be good. So it was about 1.5 loaves of bread. Put it in there, get it wet. Want to get me 2 eggs. Usually it's only 1 egg if it's only going to be 1 loaf of bread. I'm doing 2, almost 2 loaves of bread, like 1.5, 1 3/4. So I'm going to do 2 eggs in here. Mix the egg up. Oh, you know what? Some people do eggs, but she told me not to do eggs. Huh? Yeah, it's alright. Some people do put eggs in it. You can do it with or without the eggs. Then you're gonna take said if you're only doing 1 loaf, you do half a cup of sugar. I'm doing 2, so I'm going to put a whole cup of sugar. And then you take cinnamon. I should have this out here. Where's my cinnamon? Maybe about 3 tablespoons of cinnamon. Then you cut open the raisins. I'll put, this is a 10-ounce bag of raisins. You can use white raisins if you want. I'll put the whole bag. Mix all that together. Josh, want to grab this butter over here for me? That's half a stick of butter right there. Right here. Is it soft?
Kind of.
Well, that's how I want it.
Could have just grabbed that yourself.
1/4 stick of, oh, what the hell's going on? Hour off.
Oh, they were heating the batteries then.
Does that one still have voice on it?
Yeah.
All right, so I put a quarter stick of butter in there. You mix it all up. I'm gonna taste it just to make sure that it's sweetened enough. So again, I like to do things. I do a lot of things in aluminum foil pans because that way I don't have to wash them later on. I can just throw them away, especially if it's a dessert. Gonna take softened margarine. Softened margarine, I'm gonna spread it in the pan just so that the bread pudding doesn't stick to it. Don't forget we have that spaghetti pie cooking in the oven. The oven can stay on 360 for this bread pudding. You're just going to pour the bread pudding into the pan. Mix it up a little. Well, whipped cream. Next time I think I'm going to soak those raisins in the rum like my friend told me to. Or brandy, I guess.
Nicht eine Vargen Hirschner.
Just cook a little thick, a little bit more. But once you refrigerate this, it's gonna thicken right up, and you're gonna be able to cut it just like a brownie.
So you're gonna say a fart?
Really? Really? Why would we say that while we're eating?
I'm crying right now.
You're gonna have to delete this out. But it's like someone saying I gotta take a shit while they're eating.
I just didn't say it tastes like shit.
Imagine if you would ate that fish soup and said, "Ma, I'm sorry, but I really don't like this." I would have said, "Well, screw you, Josh, because I really didn't make it for you."
I'm just imagining going to a restaurant and just seeing someone slice up something fancy and they're going, "Oh, they cut it just like a fart." Like, I get it! So inappropriate.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It's good to use more sugar.
oh, it's mad funny. I'm crying. Oh, fuck. That is easily the funniest fucking thing I've recorded all week.
And don't put that on the lost tapes either. My friends are gonna watch that.
People need that.
Yeah, they need it already.
They need it in these dark times. I haven't even released the lost tapes yet.
I'm gonna get so full off this bread pudding, I'm not gonna want to eat anything else.
And I'm glad I had cannabis before this, because I can withstand the 7 different types of food I'm eating right now.
Yeah, I hope you're gonna finish that spaghetti pie.
I'm gonna ruin.
What a wasteful, what a wasteful rugrat. Can't waste food. You better finish that food. People are starving in Africa.
Don't even pretend like you know anything about Africa right now.
No, isn't that what we always told when we were kids? People are starving in Africa. Finish your food.
Grandma knew I wouldn't fall for that shit, so she used to get specific and say Afghanistan.
When you was little, you didn't even know what Afghanistan was.
It didn't matter. It was enough. It was enough of a difference for me to go. I don't know what the hell that is, so it must be real.
No.
It was always
Probably
and
that.
you know how I know it's real? Because you can ask her, and it was always over steak.
To get you to eat something, we'd have to tell you it's whale blubber, whale eggs,
Whale
and
eggs.
to get you to eat that cream, we would have told you it was whale sperm, and you would have gobbled that right up. Put back on the lost tapes, buddy.
You know, people watch me having to deal with you and they go, "Why does it have to be him?"
Was a good one though, wasn't it?
And it's really funny as you're recording this, where you got this fucking camera in your face and you try to eat over it. You can't see me eat as your chin falls over it. Oh, keep talking shit, huh? Yeah, it's on. It's on. Don't worry.
Keep talking shit like I do to you all the time, Ma. At least I'm not sopping up whale sperm.
Not right now.
Smile for the camera, Josh. Hey, you're always picking on me, so I gotta pick on you.
Yeah, I don't do it on purpose. You do it to yourself.
Yeah, like when I wear that yellow sweatshirt and look like the big fat son.
Prime example.
Do you want more spaghetti pie?
I'm at capacity right now.
Delicioso.
Stuffed.
Now I'm gonna be too full when Ray gets home. I like to wait for Ray to get home to eat dinner with him. He's working overtime. I'll have some clam chowder later.